Hello, my beautiful collective. Elsie here to do a reading for you. How are you doing? Collective singles, I hope you are well. I'm here to do day 5 of 7 days of love readings for the collective. Doing that for you singles around this Valentine's season for you. So I hope you're well. Let's pick a deck and let's find out what's going on. Now, I don't usually pick a topic for what I'm going to read about. I'm just going to ask the universe. For the collective energy and find out what it is that's most important that you need to know. Now, you're not seeing any timestamps because this is not for your sign. This isn't for the individual signs. This is for everybody. This is the collective zodiac, which means that I get to call out the signs and symbols to you and let you know what's going on in the reading, but you have to decide whether it's for you. I'm doing one reading for everyone. All right, here we go. Let's find out what is going on for the collective, please. Tell me about the collective. Collective singles, please. Tell me what's going on in the singles energy. What's that? Got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Look, that one stuck out, flipped back in, and then pushed its way into my chest. So it wanted to be seen. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse is, it's the end of the waiting. Very interesting. Somebody here is not going to have to wait much longer. The 7 of Pentacles tells me that I feel you've put in the right amount of work here, and that there has been delays. The 5 of Wands is here. The 5 of Wands is about feeling like not wanting to move forward because maybe you feel like there's too much competition or someone else does. It's also indecision, right? And when we have indecision, when we're not sure about what we want to do, that can sort of end up in a place where somebody feels like there's too much competition out there. Why do I even bother, Elsie? There's so much competition out there. Well, I think that something's about to go down here, and I feel like it's the end of some sort of a long waiting period. So I want to say that somebody here has been single for a really long time. For me, Pentacles are years, so it could be 7 years for some of you. We've got the 5 of Wands. It could be 5 weeks for some of you. Maybe that's the longest you have been without a partner. Tell me more. We've got the 3 of Cups, but you're about to celebrate. Also, the 3 of Cups tells me that somebody here needs to get more social. So I feel like you need to either get your friends together and go out and do something. And it doesn't have to be anything wild. Like, I mean, it could be laying on the beach if you're in warm weather. It could also be just simply going to dinner, right? You just never know who you're going to meet as you keep your eyes off of your phone and up toward people, noticing them, noticing you. So this is celebration here. I feel like you go from indecision to celebration, but for some of you, I feel like you're going to get an invitation to go out, and this is indecision. It's like, I don't know. Do I really want to bother? Is that what I really want to do with my time? It's like it feels like somebody here is kind of over it. I put in so much energy and time into relationships for them not to turn out for me. Tell me more, please. We've got the 3 of Wands. Yeah, it does feel like somebody has been in this place where they've kind of turned their back on preparation. Like, I want to say that you're like not going out to eat. You're not going out with friends. You're not really taking part in social things. You might even turn social things down. You've actually pulled back your energy, I think, for the most part. And I feel like it's like you feel like it's sort of courageous, or this is your strength, is pulling back your energy. I feel like for some of you, that's true for the most part. I would say that does take courage, right? If you're somebody who really does want to be in a partnership, but you pull your energy back from this energy of waiting, I feel like somebody is like, okay, it's like somebody doesn't like the gray area. I always say to friends, right? I like the yes or the no. I like the dark or the light. Tell me it's the beginning or the end. I hate the middle ground. I hate the gray area. And I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's in that same energy. You could be a Leo, possibly an Aries, or a Sagittarius, possibly. Maybe you've got Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe you've got Cancer, Pisces energy, maybe Scorpio. It does feel like somebody here it's almost like you're saying no to celebratory things. Someone's like, come on, we're going to go to the birthday party. Come on, we're going to go to a movie. Come on, we're just going to go to dinner. And I feel like somebody's been turning down the invites. And if that's the case, then there's a reason that you're single. It's because you're not getting yourself out there to meet people, right? So I feel like somebody here needs to stop holding back, because there's holding back energy with the Strength card. The thing is I feel like it takes a lot for you to do that. It feels almost like you feel like there's no point in me putting the energy into it. because I just don't get out of it what I put into it. It feels like it takes too much energy here. I want to say that the Three of Wands being here, it's like you've turned your back on the whole thing. Somebody here is like, what do I bother? What do I bother for? I'm just going to end up with a lot of short-term relationships. The Seven of Pentacles tells me you've put a lot of work in. Like, I feel like you're a person who goes all in a relationship, and maybe that could be part of the problem too. Maybe you need to play a little more coy than that. We've got the Six of Wands. So I feel like, yeah, this is the thing. You've turned your back on the attention here. And you're holding your energy back. So I feel like it's almost a situation of, even if you do go out, it's like it's over before it starts. You're like, that person is probably got a lot of people that are chasing them, right? Whether they're feminine or masculine, whether you're feminine or masculine. I feel like you're in this moon energy. And the moon energy can be a little bit of shadow work. It can also be things aren't really as they seem, but I don't think that you'll know that unless you actually get out there and start to be in social situations. I'm not telling you to go to the bar by yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, maybe it's time for you to get together just two other friends. And maybe we just need to go and do something we've never done before. Maybe you've never ziplined before. Maybe you've never rollerbladed before. Maybe there's something you've never done before where you will meet people that you wouldn't usually meet. Look, when you're in a creative space and people are learning new things together, so maybe a paint night, or those people who are risk takers or who are authentic and don't really care if people around them don't like their painting, they're going to go to the paint night anyway so they can be social and meet people. So I feel like somebody has been getting invitations to go out with people, but maybe you've been turning them down or holding back from them. Maybe there's too many people there. Maybe you're like, I don't know if I want to put myself in a social situation here. Tell me why the Five of Wands is here. We've got the Eight of Cups. Somebody here is emotionally detached is what it is. We've got the Page of Cups. And the Three of Swords. Okay, so it does feel like I'm reading for somebody here who has been hurt. And I want to say over and over and over again, because the Three of Swords is here and it's touching the Three of Cups. So it's like, yeah, I've gone into the social situation before. I've met people in a social situation before. It still ends up in heartbreak. The Page of Cups is here. And so I want to say that there is something new that is in the future that is going to show up for you, but you're going to have to walk away from this energy first. You're going to have to detach from the Five of Wands, which is this energy of lack. It's never going to happen for me. I don't know why I'm bothering. Why do I waste my time trying to throw myself back in the dating pool? It's that kind of energy. It feels like somebody has completely turned their back on something, and maybe you're looking out into the future, saying maybe it's not what I need for my life right now. Maybe some of you are in that sort of energy. Maybe you're just focusing on you or focusing on whatever creative, exciting thing might be in the future. And maybe for you, it's not necessarily a date, although these are all love readings I'm doing. I'm just saying, why here then? All right, let's talk about this Three of Cups, because I feel like you are going to have some sort of an invitation. I feel like whether you give someone else an invitation and grab two friends and go, or whether you're the person who gets the invite. Tell me about the Three of Cups. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. So it could be a singles thing. Could be a singles gig. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. But if it is a singles gig, it feels like it's for successful singles. Like, I mean, everybody's successful in their own right, but I'm talking about someone who's monetarily successful. Maybe it's for entrepreneurs, right? The Nine of Pentacles is someone who's built something from the ground by themselves. Maybe it's maybe you go to a local gym and they have a potluck once in a while. Like, it could be something that you're doing on your own or something that you're building. You could be building your health. It feels like you could be building your wealth. You could be building your reputation in a grouping, but it feels like it's something that you're doing all on your own or have done all on your own. The Nine of Pentacles indicates that no one else is helping you, that you're doing it by yourself. So it could be a singles thing that you're invited to. Doesn't have to be, of course, but could be the people that you're going with are single. We do have the High Priestess energy. Why is the High Priestess here? We do have the Eight of Swords. You feel like the weirdo. That's what it is. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's very psychic or very intuitive, maybe just deeply intuitive, possibly. Maybe maybe you don't like the psychic word, right? It's too close to psycho. Some people don't like it. But the High Priestess energy tells me that someone feels as though, I get into a group of people. What this is saying to me here is like, you get into a group of people and then you feel everybody's stuff. That's what the High Priestess is. You don't say it. High Priestess is usually quiet and mysterious, but you feel everything deeply. And I feel like the Eight of Swords tells me, you're like, nope, that one's got something going on, and that one is sort of in a bad mood. And like, I feel like you feel everybody's energy. And then you get in this group of people, you say yes to the invitation, maybe it's a singles thing, and then you go there and you feel like your hands are tied. Or you don't want to look too eager, like your hands are tied. It's like you can't make the first move, or you don't want to make the first move. But it feels like it also could be because you are maybe a Piscean energy. You could be someone who has some sort of psychic energy within you, and you feel everything very, very deeply. So I feel maybe you could be a person who avoids crowds. Maybe you don't like to go into crowds or into crowded places. There's drinking and celebrating here with single people, so it could be maybe they want you to go to a bar, something like that, or maybe you're just not into it. Maybe that's why you've been holding back or not taking invitations. And I think it all is on the heels of maybe that you've been hurt over and over again, and you just don't know who to trust anymore. I'm going to say if you're the High Priestess, that it's time for you to listen to your intuition. But I think that could be part of the problem and part of the solution at the same time. Two things can be true. I feel like for those of you who are incredibly sensitive to your intuitive energy or to the energies of others, that's why you're in the Eight of Swords, right? It feels like I feel too much. Like I know that one's in a bad mood. I know that one is feeling really sad. This one here is acting out of character. It feels like you can feel everything. And so when you do get there, it seems like a good idea at the time. But when you do get there, it's like, I don't really know that I want to be here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Four of Wands, and we've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's like you're meeting people who feel like you feel like they're trying to get away with something. It feels like the Four of Wands here. It's like promises, promises, right? Oh, that's a song, isn't it? It's from the 80s, I think. The Ace of Pentacles is here and the Four of Wands. It's like I invest in this stable relationship. It seems exciting at first, right? Because that's what the Four of Wands is. It's like, it's stable, but it seems exciting. We start having some fun. And then before you know it, my hands are tied and somebody's trying to get away with something. It's like the eyes are covered. There's something here, like maybe you overthink it. Maybe you're the overthinker. And by the time you finished overthinking it, maybe somebody you feel is maybe you overthink it and you think that everybody is out to get you. Like everybody is trying to get something from you that you're not willing to give. It feels like maybe you just don't trust people possibly. And it's probably has to do with this Three of Swords and Page of Cups, because I feel like when you begin something new, it quickly turns into disappointment or heartbreak. Tell me about the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, please. Because I feel like something's coming in. It feels like something new because the Page of Cups is here. It feels like the wait is, I want to say that the wait is over, but you have to decide whether you're going to turn your back on it or not. Like you have to put in the effort and take the action as well, right? The Six of Wands is here. You have to put yourself in a vulnerable place where, this person is on a bike, but they're head and neck above everybody, right? Everybody can see them. And it feels like you're going to stick out like a sore thumb here, but it feels like you've got to do that. It's something you're going to have to do if you want to meet somebody. I love my friends that are married, but I'm not meeting anybody single when I am with my married friends. And so I have to put myself out there in situations where there's going to be places where there are not people who are married. Or otherwise committed. Tell me about the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Ten of Wands. So again, it does feel like that there is a lot of maybe traumatic past experiences that you're still carrying with you. And there's no way that you can move into something fresh and new in the future if you're carrying, if you're carrying this energy of, well, so-and-so did that to me, maybe the next one, maybe I just need to watch myself. Like it's almost like you're guarded, I want to say. This Eight of Swords can be guarded in the mind as well. So it feels like you're still carrying some sort of wounds actions people took against you, you're carrying all that still from the last relationship. The Empress is in the reverse. So for some of you, possibly you had dated an Empress in the reverse. And the Queen of Wands. So this person, I feel there's somebody probably in the past that hurt you. And I feel like this person was somebody who is very good looking on the outside. Feminine or masculine is the Queen of Wands. Somebody who's really independent. Somebody who's very fiery and excitable and fun. That's Sagittarius energy, right? Leo and Aries as well, because we are in a general reading. But the Empress is in the reverse, and that's what's weighing heavy on you. So whether the Empress in the reverse for you is a feminine or a masculine, whatever it is, the Empress, when the Empress is in the reverse, it's because she's not very compassionate, not really all that kind, not very all that deep, a little bit shallow, somebody who's kind of lazy, who's looking for someone to give them money, buy them things, pay for their hair, pay for their nails, pay for their Armani suit, or to go out with the boys, right? To go out with the boys. It feels like this Empress energy here is somebody who's kind of lazy, someone who looks great on the outside, very attractive on the outside, but when you get down to it, when it comes down to it and you get closer to them and into a relationship with them, you realize that they're not everything that they showed on the outside, that the outside is perfectly curated, and that's kind of really the plague, what's plaguing our society, is people are carefully tweaking and curating the outside, and they're ignoring what's going on the inside. So they have no depth. They are kind of lazy with being in a relationship. They want everybody to do everything for them, but they don't want to do anything for you. I'm just going over the Empress energy. This is a person who really doesn't have wisdom, but they feel like because they look good, they're entitled to things, and society is full of those people. And so I feel like you were hurt possibly by someone like that. People would say, how could you give that up? That person's beautiful. And you're like, yeah, well, Empress in the reverse. Let me sit you down and tell you the tale. So I feel like although that the wait is over, I feel like the opportunity is showing itself because the Page of Cups is here for you. It's up to you to disconnect from this energy here, from the energy of the past. It's up to you to start with a fresh mind and not assume that everybody is going to hurt you like the last relationship or relationships hurt you. I feel like you've turned your back on something here. And I think that you've turned your back and you're kind of pulling back your energy in fear. Like, I just really feel that it's a protection, right? That's what our ego is. Our ego protects us. And so we have, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is a bit of ego, somebody who's on their high horse. Now, when I say ego, please don't get offended, because we all have ego. Every single one of us has an ego. And if someone tells you they don't, they just don't know what they're talking about. We all have it. Some of us have gone through an ego death, and so we realize that the ego is supposed to stay in the back seat and not ride shotgun. And so, we keep that ego in a place where it can still protect us if we need it, but we call on it instead of it taking us over. So I feel like somebody here might be in this energy of, you know what? They don't want me, fine. They don't want to date me, fine. Like, I feel like somebody's kind of turned their back on the whole thing here. Tell me about the Six of Wands, because I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention, or that you're very attractive and you do get a lot of attention wherever you go. This is Leo energy. And I don't know, I've never seen an ugly Leo. I'm just saying, I've never seen a Leo that was unattractive. Never, ever. So you could be Leo, you don't have to be. Maybe the indication here is that you're beautiful, but you're holding back because maybe you do get a lot of attention, but maybe you're attracting the wrong kind of attention. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, and then we have the Justice card. So I feel like, you do want to make conversation. I feel like the Knight of Swords is like a little bit of a flirt. I feel like you just want to flirt a little bit. You want to meet somebody. You want some attention, make some conversation, possibly come out of this blocked energy. There's one sword with the Knight and one sword here with the Ace of Swords. That's two swords. So you're feeling a little bit blocked here. I feel like you just want what is yours. I feel like you just want things to come to a place where you get to win, or things are even, right? Justice is about things working out in your favor. I just want something to work out in my favor. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. Or maybe let's ask the question, what do you need to do in order to move forward here? Collective, somebody here needs that advice. What do you have to do in order to move forward? To be able to take this invitation and go to the singles thing. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Four of Cups. There it is. Got to get out of your comfort zone, right? And the Hanged Man. So I want to say trust your intuition. The Hanged Man is in a pause, right? Trying to get a different perspective on whether or not I should get out of the comfort zone. I feel like somebody's a little bit stubborn, I want to say. You could be a Taurus, you don't have to be. Look, there's other signs that are stubborn as well. It's not just Taurus, but I can't ignore the Hierophant is here. I feel like you have put yourself on a path that you're happy with, that you're a very traditional person. Maybe you're someone who, and I'm not saying everybody does, but maybe you feel like someone should pursue you and that you shouldn't have to pursue somebody. But I feel like somebody here is, this could be old ideologies as well. It could be you need some new tricks, or you need to get a different perspective on dating and how dating is in 2025 as opposed to where it was in 1995. I feel like somebody here needs to come out of their comfort zone and be a little more flexible and learn about how to date again. Look, you can't date the same way. If you keep dating the same way and the same people, you're going to meet the same people in the same way. And then you end up being in the same cycle. So I feel like you don't want that to happen. That's what's weighing heavy on you. And so in order to get something different than what you got to do something different than what you've done before. And so I feel like you need to get out of this comfort zone or out of this place where you're feeling like, no, don't tell me what to do. Look, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just a crazy lady in Canada that's on YouTube trying to entertain you with this bullshit, right? So I don't think you need to do what I'm telling you. All I'm saying is I feel an energy here where somebody is very traditional, stuck in their ways, old ideologies, somebody who is not moving forward because they're in a comfort zone. The comfort zone is those things, the old ideologies. I like my jeans from the 80s. I like my hairstyle from 1975. It feels like somebody's stuck in their ways and is not willing to change or be flexible. I feel like you need a new perspective if that's you. And I feel like you do, maybe it's not someone from 75. Maybe it's someone from 95 or 205, right? 2005. But it feels like that there needs to be, something needs to change here. So what's the outcome? Is there going to be a change? The moon is here. So what does the moon say? Say it with me. Things are not as they seem. So I want to say that I do feel like there is, like you feel sort of in the dark. I don't know what to do differently, maybe. Tell me more. We got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, the place you can start with is by being more vulnerable. Yes, you could get hurt by being more vulnerable. However, there's a lot of you here who are very psychic energies. You are somebody who knows, you see it coming, smell it coming, feel it coming, right? When the person's coming at you, you already know, right? You already can feel their energy, whether it's good or bad. And I feel like you really do have to start with changing your mind or being vulnerable and getting a different perspective, because things aren't as they seem. Like maybe because you're stuck in your ways, you're feeling like a certain way, and maybe that's really not the way that it is because the moon energy is here. It could be that. We do have the Page of Swords. There it is. You got to learn differently. You got to become the student. You got to be willing to learn something from someone else. If you go out into the public, you go out and you try and do the dating and the singles thing, and you think everyone's dumber than you, chances are, if you're not going to be the student, if you're not willing to learn how to be vulnerable in the darkest times, it's going to be really hard for you to meet somebody. I don't mean to lecture you. I don't know why this is feeling that way to me. That's what it feels like here. So we do have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is indicating here that there is romance to be had. I really do feel it starts with you being, oh look, these ones just flew out. It starts with you being flexible in the mind, getting a different perspective, getting out of your comfort zone, and stop being stuck in your ways. It's time to change your hairstyle, change your clothes, change something. I'm not saying you need to change. Maybe you're just perfect the way you are, but I'm saying that maybe the way you think needs to change. Maybe it's a thought process, because we do have the Eight of Swords here, and it feels like somebody is stuck in this maybe thing from the past, thinking, yeah, well, that one's really beautiful, but I always get hurt by the beautiful ones. And I feel like it's something that you can't change your mind. So I feel like there is a Knight of Cups, which is romance. I feel like there is a Knight of Cups here. Yep, there we go. And you can manifest anything you want. I feel like you just need to get face to face with people. That's what the Page of Pentacles is, right? It's like being in the moment with somebody face to face and feeling the magic, feeling them out, feeling like, if this is somebody that you want to spend your time with or not. You can manifest until the cows come home, but if you don't take any action on it, it's never going to work out in your favor. 10 Pentacles, look, I feel like somebody is headed into some sort of long-term happy, like emotionally happy relationship, but you're worried. You're worried that maybe I just don't have the stability that I need in terms of emotions in order to go. I feel like if you don't, that the universe is going to teach you about that. But if you decide not to investigate it, change, or learn, here comes the Tower. And the universe is going to say, look, it's inevitable. You're going to change, but we're going to do it the hard way. And it's going to be fast. It's going to be really quickly. So for those of you who don't like quick change, I feel like this Tower is going to make you change your mind. But it is going to bring some healing here with the Four of Swords. But it is going to put you on a different path or change your mind. But I feel like you'd probably want to change your mind on your own, because when the Tower gets involved, we know it's a whole shit show, right? It's hard, and things are smashing to the ground, and we have to build up our confidence again. I feel like somebody here is really stuck in their ways, though. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I hope it's something you want to see. Look, I wasn't trying to give you a lecture. I was just reading the cards, honestly. I'm going to go for now. You guys take care. I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye-bye.